Hello everyone, this is our set of the day. It says there are six people, friends A, B, C, D, E, F, who went for shopping and each of them spent an integral amount of rupees and no two of them spent the same amount. Further, it is given that the amount spent by each friend is a 3-digit number having all the distinct digits out of 1 to 3 only. Difference between the amount spent by C and F was a 2-digit number. Difference between the amount spent by A and E was rupees 9, and B spent more than twice the amount which E spent, and sum of the amount spent by C, D, F was an odd number, right? So based on this information, we need to find what amounts were spent by these six friends, and accordingly we have to answer the questions. So let us start with this one. So it says that these six friends, they used only money which can be formed by the digits 1 to 3 only. So it means that the money spent by them will be, if they are using just the digits 1 to 3, so that means the money spent will be 123, 132, 213, 231, and 312 and 321. So these could be the amounts which these six people can spend. Next, it says the difference between the amount spent by C and F was a 2-digit number. So let's say, and we do not know whether C spent more than F or the other way, but since the difference was a 2-digit number, so I can say that the differences could be, if I take the first number to be, let's say 123, it could be, second number could be 213. In that case, the difference would be of 90, and the other differences could be, it could also be, let's say 132 and 213, that could also be the difference. 132 and 231 can also be the difference, but in that case the difference will increase, will be 99, right? So it could be 132 and 231, that could also be a difference. Next, the difference could be 213 and 231. Since the difference is a 2-digit number, so it can also be 213 and 231. Sorry, 213 and 231, right? Or the difference can be 213 and 312. This could also be a difference. Or the difference could be 231 and 312. Or it can be 231 and 321. So these are the possible differences. Next, it says the difference between the amount spent by A and E was 9 rupees. So if the amount spent by A and E has a difference of 9 rupees, so the possible combinations for A and E are either 123 and 132, or 312 and 321. So these could be the only possibilities. Next point says B spent more than the twice the amount which E spent. Now we know that either E will spend 123, 132, 312 or 321. But since B is spending more than twice the amount which E spent, so I can say that E cannot spend these amounts. These are not the possible amounts for E. Because if E, let's say E is spending 312, then B has to spend at least 624, which is not possible at all, right? So these amounts are not possible for A and E. So that means A and E cannot spend 312 and 321. So the only possibilities for A and E are they will spend either 123 and 132. In both the cases, B will spend either 312 and 321. So that means these possibilities, these are possibilities for A, E, and B. Now, considering the possibilities for A and E, I can say that 123 and 132, these amounts cannot go to C or F. That means this case is not possible. Uh, this case is also not possible, which use 132. This is again not possible, right? So these are the only cases possible for C and F. So C and F they can spend. C and F they can spend either 231, 213 and 231, 213 and 312, 321, 231 and 312, and 231 and 321. These are the possible combinations left for C and F. Now B has two possibilities. Either B will spend 312 or he will spend 321. Let's say B spends 321. B spends 321. So B will spend 321. A and E will spend 123 and 132. Right. So A and E they will spend 123 and 132. So leftover amounts are now we are left with only 213, 231 and 312. These are the three amounts left, right? Out of these six, 123, 132 they go to A and E. B has 321. This is again not possible. So only possible amounts for C, D, F will be 213, 231 and 312. Now if I add up these values, the sum will be an even number. If I add up these values, the sum will be an even number. But it says that the sum of amounts spent by CDF was an odd number. But here the amount is going to be an even number, which is not possible. So why this is happening? Because we have assumed that B has spent 321 rupees, so which is not possible, right? So that means D will not spend 321. So the other case possible for B is 312. So B can spend 312. So if B is spending 312, that means this case is gone now. This case is gone. So only possibilities left for C and F are either they are spending 213 and 231, or they are spending 231 and 321, right? That means 213, 231 and 321. These are the amounts left for C, D and F. These are the amounts which are left for CDF. Now let us see what can happen. There could be two cases now, case 1 and case 2. Now it is very easy to make the cases regarding the amount spent by these 6 people. Now we know that A will spend either 123 or 132. So if A is spending 123, E will spend 132, or the other way 132. B can spend only 312 in both the cases. Also here the case for A is same, 132 and 123. Next, the next possibility is now for CDF, all of them are spending the odd number of values. So if let's say we are left with only two possibilities for C and F, one is 213 and 231. Let's say here C spends 213, then F will spend 231. I'm taking this case, or the vice versa. C spends 231, F will spend 213. In this case, the leftover amount is 321, which will go to D. Or the second case could be this one. That C is spending 231, then F will spend 321, or C will spend 321, then F will spend 231. In this case, the leftover amount is 213, that will go to D. These are the two cases possible for the amounts spent by these 6 people. I think this is clear to all of you. Now let's see the questions. The first question says, if D spent more than B, then what is the difference between the amount spent by D and E? Now D is spending more than B. B in both cases is spending 312. In the first case only, there is only one case where D is spending more than B. That is the first case when D is spending 321. Right, this is the case when D is spending more than B. In the second case, D is spending less than B. The question says, what is the difference between the amount spent by D and E? Now we know that in this case D is spending 321, but still I do not know what amount E is spending. E can spend 132 or it can spend 123, right? In both the cases the difference will be different, so answer is cannot be determined. Second says, if D spent less than both C and F, then what is the difference between the amount spent by C and F? Now D is spending less than C and F. That means that is the case number 2, where D is spending 213, C and F they are spending 231 and 321 respectively in any order. So this is the second case. So question is asking for the difference between the amount spent by C and F, absolute difference. So absolute difference between the difference of 321 and 213, and that comes out to be of 90 rupees. Sorry, this is not 213, my mistake. 321 and it is 321 and 231. Sorry, 321 minus 231. So difference is 90 rupees. Third question says, if A spent the minimum, if A is spending the minimum, so A will spend 123 rupees, and F spend the maximum, so F will spend 321 rupees. Then the amount spent by C and D together was, now if F is spending 321, that will be the second case. In this case, C will spend 231 and D will spend 213, and the amount spent by these two will be 444. Answer is option number 2. So this was the set, and I think you now got the idea how to solve this one. Thank you to all of you.